A couple of days back, one of my old patients came to my OPD. Now, I have been seeing this patient for almost 1.5 or 2 years. She was a patient with anxiety disorder, and we started treatment. She had almost recovered. We were in the process of stopping the treatment. When she came for the last appointment, she asked me a question. She told me a situation, and what she told me was that one of her friends from college, uh, with whom she was not in touch for many years, suddenly pinged her on Facebook, and they started chatting, discussing, and gradually, with each passing day, they started becoming a bit more close, and things went from casual chit chat to something beyond normal friendship. And her question was very straightforward, that whatever I am doing, is it okay or not? Is it fine or not? Now, whenever a mental health professional, a psychiatrist or a psychologist is asked such a question, usually we do not reply with a yes or no. Our aim is to help the person take the right decision, and we guide the person, a kind of hand holding. In fact, in such situations, what is wrong and what is right is always not clear. But we have seen that many a times, even mature people, even intelligent people, they end up making blunders. They end up making big colossal mistakes. Why does it happen? Now, if we talk about this person in question, she was in her mid 30s, and she had a very good relationship with her husband. She had a kid also. The family life was absolutely nice. She also had a good job, was making decent money. Everything was good in her life. Then from where does this need for an, if we can call it, extramarital affair comes? Why does a person with a stable life, with a happy life, want to get into such kind of thing? The answer is, uh, in one of our personality traits, there is something called as novelty seeking, the desire for something new. No matter how good your life is, if it has been continuing the same way for a prolonged period of time, it results in some amount of boredom. People get bored, even if their lives are great, they get bored of good lives. And then comes this desire to look for something new to happen in their life. And when a person whom you knew 15 years back messages you on Facebook, and the chit chat starts, those things that happen in the early relationship, in the early days of the relationship. How are you? What are you doing? When you get attention, it feels good. It feels good for both the genders, whether you're a guy or a girl. It feels good. And that novelty seeking, the desire for something new, sometimes makes you take wrong decisions. Now, our mind tends to play a game. Many times our mind tells us that there is an option in front of us which in reality does not exist. For example, in the case of this female, her mind was telling that whatever you have, good husband, good kid, good family life, stability in life, that would remain as it is, and you would also have the excitement of a new relationship. You would not lose anything, but you would get something new. Now, this option does not exist. If anybody thinks about this situation rationally or logically, there can be only two options. The first option is you stick to your stability, you stick to whatever you have, and stay away from all these kind of things. And the second is you go for these kind of affairs, but you risk big time whatever you have in the life. You risk the stability for while chasing this new relationship. Now, in itself, both of these options are okay. I mean, as a doctor, we don't judge. Even if somebody wants to go with the second option, or whether the first option is suitable for a person, it's fine. The problem is when people walk into such relationships blindfolded. They have that illusion that whatever they have would remain there, and they would get this new excitement. That is the problem. People end up choosing the option that does not exist, and this is how the blunders happen in life. Even in this case, what we did was very simple. We asked this particular lady that, ma'am, uh, getting into an affair or not is your call. We are nobody to judge. We are nobody to recommend you anything. But what I would advise you is look at your options clearly. And one of the easiest way of evaluating your options clearly is with the help of a paper and pen. What we did was we gave her a paper, we gave her a pen, and we asked her, what are the options that really exist for you? Write them down. and there were only two options. Option A was continue with this marriage, continue with this stability, and option B was go for a new affair while risking everything else that you have. And then we asked her to write pros and cons of both the options. So once she completed that 2x2 table, the options, the pros and cons, her decision became very simple. It was very clearly evident that what is the right thing to do for her. But this simple exercise was important because, for the same reason as I just said, the mind creates an illusion and creates an option for you which does not exist. So whenever you are faced with such a situation where you have got a couple of options but you're not sure which one to choose, the easiest thing and the correct thing to do is to jot them down. It is called as problem solving, and look at your options realistically, compare the pros and cons, and then take a decision. This simple technique would help you in avoiding blunders in life, mistakes in life, things that can cost you dearly in your life. Thank you.